But the new books head after AFC Telford's 1-1 draw with Southport in the National League North this afternoon, and as usual I have manager Rob Edwards with me. Rob, at the end of last week's game at North Ferriby you spoke about perhaps a little bit of lack of killer instinct in the team, that we didn't finish them off. Did that surface again today, did you think?
I think it did, Richard, particularly in that first half where we were so dominant. We had a lot of territory, a lot of possession, and the possession was in the right area of the pitch, and we created chances. And we were up in the game, but I felt we could have been more up, and it wasn't to be. But yeah, I think we do need to be a bit more clinical. Look, we know we've got goals in us, and I'll never have a go at lads for missing chances, because they're in the position to miss a chance, and we've created that chance. But there was a little bit of wayward finishing. Not going to blame anyone. It's just something that, as a collective, as a group, we know we need to improve on.
Sure. As I say, we felt fairly dominant in that first half. Then they perhaps changed things up a little bit at the start of the second. What was your advice to them at half time?
We knew they were going to change. We thought they'd sort of try and match us up, because we were getting, particularly Elliot Newby was finding lots of areas, lots of space, and causing them problems. The front three were stretching them and also playing between their midfield and back four. So I thought they'd match us up a bit more. But then, full credit to them, they caused us problems. Particularly Jackson, number 2 in midfield, almost playing an outside midfielder. We had to then change it a little bit ourselves and tweak it and go a little bit more 4-1-4-1 and try and block them up. And to be honest, then once we rode out a period in that second half, I thought then we were the most threatening team again. It's really disappointing to concede in the way we did at the end.
Sure, yeah. It's got to be disappointing. In terms of personnel, did you feel? We know from told us that lack of personnel at the moment is a little bit of an issue. Were you short of options on the bench in terms of changing things?
No. Just didn't feel that. Apart from Marcus looking tired, didn't think there was any other need to. We had that threat with the front three in terms of Elliot, Jordan, and Anthony once we'd made the change, and then we wanted to block it up in midfield a little bit more and having 3 more out and out midfielders in there. If it wasn't for an unlucky slip at the end where they get the counter attack for the penalty, then we'd probably be standing here now talking about 3 points. It wasn't to be. Not going to be critical of John Royal. I thought he was outstanding on the day. He was obviously man of the match. The fans and everyone agreed with that as well. It's an unfortunate slip at a crucial time. But I've got to look at the performance as a whole, and I thought, like I said, the first 45 minutes was outstanding, as well as we've played. The second 45 showed a lot of character. We had to organise the team a little bit differently, and then I thought we looked very threatening as well, but we just couldn't get that second goal to get us over the line.
Yeah. Jordan Lussing had to sit today's game out. He's picked up a bit of an injury, I gather. Is that right?
Yeah, he felt his groin on Thursday, so again we had to shuffle the pack a little bit and make 1 or 2 changes. We're hoping to have him back next week, but we'll see how he goes. Sure.
Okay. So I guess it is looking ahead to next week now. Today is disappointing, obviously, but that you move on from that. What's the plan for this week? Just
more of the same. We've got a week now to build up to the game. Nothing needs to change. We don't need to do anything differently. We know what's coming. It's going to be a really intense game. It'll be the loudest it's been, all season. Wherever we've been, we've got to be able to handle that. And then, and we know we've got the quality then to win the game. But at the same time, we've got to really respect them, because we know they're a very good team. Played them in pre-season, and I thought they were excellent. They're right up there in the league at the moment, showing their quality. They've already beaten league opposition above us, National League opposition above us. So we know it's going to be tough. We know it's going to be tough. We're looking forward to it.
That's great. For next week as well, you must be pleased to see the fans backing the team in terms of the allocation that we've had from Hereford is pretty much sold out, so I gather. It's the kind of thing you like to see, isn't it?
Of course it is, but it's the players that have done that. Fantastic from the fans, and obviously from all of us. We've got to thank you, because you're going to make it. You're going to make it a great occasion, and I know we're going to hear you as well, talking to our fans now. But it's the lads that have had the cup run. They've showed the form they've shown, particularly in recent weeks. And I think we're playing very, very well. They're the ones that are getting the fans really on side and looking forward to it. So full credit to the players for that as well, because it's a two-way thing. We as a group need those fans, and the fans need the players to do something to give them something to cheer about. So we've always said that it's a two-way thing, and we're really looking forward to the occasion. I know we're gonna, like I said, we'll hear our fans supporting us and getting behind us, and we'll try and give them something to cheer about.